The FBI raided multiple New York offices of President Trump's longtime personal lawyer, Michael Cohen, on Monday, seizing business records, emails, and documents. Agents are looking into possible campaign finance violations and fraudulent business activity. President Trump lashed out at the raids and ramped up his attacks on the Russia investigation.
So I just heard that they broke into the office of one of my personal attorneys, good man. And it's a disgraceful situation. It's a total witch hunt. I've been saying it for a long time. It's a disgrace. It's frankly a real disgrace. It's an attack on our country in a true sense. It's an attack on what we all stand for. So when I saw this and when I heard it like you did. I said, that is really now in a whole new level of unfairness.
The president also expressed doubts about Special Counsel Robert Mueller's future. The president took to Twitter this morning to slam the raids. He said, quote, attorney-client privilege is dead. And he once again referred to Mueller's investigation as, quote, a total witch hunt. To talk about all of this and more is CBS News Justice reporter Paula Reid. She joins me now from the White House North Lawn. Hi, Paula. What exactly was seized at the residences of Michael Cohen? Do we know?
Well, investigators were looking for any evidence related to two agreements that Mr. Cohen negotiated on behalf of the president with Stormy Daniels or Karen McDougal. So that evidence can include any sort of emails, documents, contracts, communications with a National Enquirer's publisher, anything related to those two agreements. That is part of what was seized in yesterday's raids.
And Paula, what about attorney-client privilege? Would that apply to what's been discovered in these raids?
Well, Mr. Cohen's lawyer objected to the fact that they see some communications between Mr. Cohen and the president. But the fact is that not all of the communications that the president had with Mr. Cohen would necessarily be protected. The only thing that is protected are conversations that you have seeking or receiving legal advice. So if they're talking about anything outside of that, that could be fair game for investigators. Ultimately, that will be up to a judge. A team of FBI officials will review those documents. They'll submit what they believe is fair game to a judge. And there could very well be many conversations that are not protected.
Now, the president called the special counsel's raid on his personal attorney's offices a, quote, attack on our country. This seems to be personal for the president. What exactly is he concerned about here?
It's very personal for the president. The president has taken a lot of the federal law enforcement action against him, his business, his associates. He takes it very personally. But the fact is, you don't just break into someone's house and conduct a raid like this. This has to be approved by a judge. You have to go. You have to get a warrant. Sources tell me that investigators did not go with the bare minimum to this judge. They had even more than probable cause to support this warrant to be able to conduct this raid. But the president, as many people would also perhaps feel if your associates are under investigation, he feels personally attacked, and he lashes out in this way. I don't think there are many lawyers who would suggest that it is a good idea to publicly criticize federal law enforcement, but the president is, of course, in a very unique position.
And it's been reported that Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein approved this raid. Is this likely to further agitate the president's view of the DOJ?
Yes, it is not likely to help improve the president's view of the Justice Department as a whole, and specifically the Deputy Attorney General. Now, the Deputy Attorney General, usually that's a pretty low-key role. You oversee the day-to-day operations of the Justice Department. But Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein, he also oversees the entire Russia probe. So because these raids stem from evidence that was uncovered by Special Counsel Mueller, Rosenstein had to be the one to sort of approve the idea of handing this evidence off to an independent U.S. Attorney's office in New York to pursue these raids and to pursue this case. So the fact that Rod Rosenstein is entangled in this, that is a natural outgrowth of all the legal complexities involved here. But the president, he may not be interested in getting too into the legal weeds. He's just going to see someone who, once again, is causing him legal problems.
And Paula, this has certainly reignited concerns that the president may consider firing Special Counsel Bob Mueller. How damaging would that be if the president did take that action?
Well, two things. The president cannot directly fire Special Counsel Robert Mueller. Certainly not under the law. He could try to do it, but there'd be legal challenges and probably many challenges from Congress, too, who wrote the laws that specifically say only Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein can actually fire Robert Mueller. So the president could try to order that. If Rod Rosenstein doesn't follow the order, he could fire him, too, and try to go down the line of succession until he can find someone that would carry out that order. Now, if he was able to find a Justice Department official who was willing to fire Special Counsel, I think there would be repercussions from Congress. Congress has specifically said that would be a red line to try to fire the Special Counsel without cause. And Tanya, ultimately, Congress could actually just appoint another Special Counsel to pick up where Mueller left off.
Paula Reid at the White House, thank you.